But fuck, dude, have you been back to India anytime soon?
Yeah, man. You know, I went when I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
My parents literally took me out of grade 6.
Yeah.
I was there for 3 months.
Yo, dude, I did the same thing in grade 5 for Sudan.
Yeah. I went in February and I came back in like mid-April. First time in India. Aside from getting traumatized when I got there.
Yeah.
Well, all my white.
You're born here, right?
Born and raised in Canada. Yeah,
Montreal,
exactly.
you're saying.
Montreal originally. I moved here about eight years ago. In Toronto. But yeah, when I left to go to India to visit for 3 months, like all my white classmates were like crying because I thought I was like moving forever.
Yeah.
So I got there, man.
Manta's not coming back.
Oh, bro, like fucking all these fucking people in grade 6 are crying. Whatever, it's funny. But yeah, when I got there, I fucking hated it. Like I wanted to get on the plane and come back. I was crying, calling my sisters back at home. I'm like,
You were 12.
Like,
You were 12.
Huh?
You were 12.
It's 12, man.
You were like a brat. Would you say, wait. So those are honest assessments, or would you say you were just kind of like, a little bit like of a brat?
Kid. I was a kid, and yes, I did have some. I wasn't like a bratty Dennis the Menace type of kid, but I was like
you didn't have a slingshot in your back pocket.
No, nothing like that. But I was always like.
You're like a white kid they dropped in India, and they're like, fuck this.
I'm like, what's this?
Yeah. I'm Canadian.
I'm like, this sucks. Look at spots all over my fucking thing. People started donating money to me and shit, sponsoring me. But no, it was a crazy experience. So first 2-3 weeks were terrible. Like I just didn't want to eat anything. I was like, I accidentally drank like the well water, and
What city is this, by the way?
Okay, so we're from the village, bro.
Yeah, okay.
So you land in
What's the name of the village?
I went when I landed. I went when it was Bombay. It wasn't even Mumbai yet.
Oh,
so this
shit.
was 92. So I landed in Bombay, and there's like this man in a van that picks you up
from the airport.
From the airport. You think you're like almost home, but it's like a 9-hour drive to your village. Right?
Like how many actual hours? Like literally like a long.
Well, if you factor in the amount of shits I had to take on the way home, 9 hours.
Jeez, they're stopping
6.
every second
Let's
for
say
your
6.
ass.
Now the infrastructure is a bit better. Right?
Gotcha.
So it's like
okay.
smoother roads. So I think about 4, you're good to go.
Yeah, okay.
And there's a spot because in Gujarat you can't buy alcohol. So anyways, okay, I wasn't buying alcohol at 12, but anyway, that trip.
I thought you said you weren't Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, exactly. No, but the later years, I kind of figured it out. And anyways, like the first 3 weeks were terrible. First month was terrible. I was like throwing up, and I just wasn't feeling good. And I wanted to come back, but I was stuck there hostage till April. My parents, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, bro, like the last month, straight up fob. I became a straight up.
You like your hand at the beginning. You're like doing this, and then at the end you were like this.
I'm swearing in Gujarati. I'm like eating all the foods. People think I'm a local. I bought a bicycle. I fucking use coconut oil in my hair. I was straight up. That's why I'm like, I don't think I belong on his podcast. I'm not an immigrant, but you know what? I am.
This guy's born and bred. Yeah, he's got coconut. Yeah.
Oh, I
could see the
culture,
remnants
bro.
of it.
Yeah, I love it. I love being Gujarati. I love being a brown guy.
What happened?
Huh?
Do you remember what happened? Like the turning point from like fuck this place to oh shit.
Yeah,
just accepting that. Oh, we're not going back till April.
Yeah, I mean it's 3 months, bro. It's not that bad. But then when you get the bite and you have to develop a circle of friends, I think there's a friends for sure. Like all these little Indian kids, in the village, right? They would like gravitate towards me, and we'd be cool.
Would they call you Canada boy?
No, they called me my real name, Himansu. Yeah, they called me Himansu. In Gujarati, these guys they taught me a lot, man. We'd climb trees and stuff, and like get like fucking.
Dude, I love this. Is the most like wholesome. Like you guys went. It was like camp essentially.
It was like camp, but it was like in houses made of cow manure.
Okay,
like straight up village, bro.
God damn, dude.
But we had a house. Like my parents had they built a house with their.
We're the exact same scenario in Sudan. We're in the village. We have a big house that has like a courtyard.
Is like bright orange or yellow.
It's actually blue, but now it's like the fucking
like
the brick is bare now.
Right,
but you could see like the pyramids. You could see some limestone on them, but it's mostly just like once upon a time they were nice. Yeah, you got to refinish it. No, nobody was refinishing that shit.
No.
Like as soon as you get out, it just becomes that house you come back to every 5 years, and like you got a bunch of relatives living in it and keeping it when you're gone.
There's like a chain lock with like a Dudley.
Yeah, exactly. and if you die, then there's some weird shit over there where they'll just take your house. Everyone's like, go get your shit in. Like in Sudan and stuff, if you die, like the will shit, it's so easy to just be like, I live here. This is my house.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't just be in a house here and die and be like, this is my house. The bank's like, no, this is our house.
Yeah, exactly. BMO's like, nope, that's not your house.
Yeah.